Howdy y'all, I'm Wayne from Dallas, Texas. I react to all things UK. I've got a video today for you. As a matter of fact, a pair of videos that are going to come out. One right after, or at the same time, so you should be able to check the other one out. Sorry, I had a camera problem. You should be able to check the other one out as well as this one. This one is a day trip to Windsor. Windsor and Eton, best things to do in Windsor and history. And this is by a channel called Memory Seekers. I'll put a link in the video description. So, the pair of videos I put out today were both reaction requests. Now, the best way to get a video or a reaction to something requested is over here. You can do that, guaranteed reaction within, just a few days. Now this one in particular, I have I do some live streams sometimes. If you're new around here, welcome, and if you return, welcome back. But if you're new and you want to learn a little bit more about me, you can check out this video where I tell my story and why I love the UK and why I do these reaction videos. Another good way to really get to know who I am, kind of behind the scenes and away from doing these reactions, are my live streams. Now you can go to my playlist and find the live stream playlist, and you can watch those back even after they after they're no longer live. This one right here is a good one, where I took everyone over to a U.S. supermarket and compared some prices. You might want to check that one out. But it's a good way to get to know me kind of behind the scenes. And I did a giveaway of a reaction without having to go to my Buy Me a Coffee. Just a free giveaway to area or something in the UK. So while I was live streaming, I said, next person to name a place or a video or something they want reacted to, I'll do. And Maria chimed up with one word, Windsor. Popped up, Maria wins. So you can join my live streams, and I do some giveaways over there sometimes. So Maria requested Windsor. Now the other video I'm going to put up at the same time as this was from Buy Me a Coffee, and that one is for Whitby, and that was requested by June, just a couple of days ago, maybe 2-3 days ago, June. So she bought a video reaction, Whitby, and it's going to be a good one. I'm going to make sure. And this one too, it's a little lengthy. It's 23 minutes. So, but I wanted to get a detailed look at Windsor because Maria requested it, or won a request of it. I believe you live there, right, Maria? She said she can see the castle from where she was during the live stream. So this one says it's a day trip to Windsor, and they'll take us on a walking tour of Windsor and Eton, showing you the best things to do in Windsor with some history along the way. So I'm excited to see. I can already see the castle on the thumbnail. So check out the other video of Whitby that was bought over on my Buy Me a Coffee. But let's get right into this, all right? A day trip to Windsor. Let's go.
Windsor has been delighting visitors for centuries. Even the Queen has made it her home. Join us as we share a day in this historic town, including Eton, with plenty to see and a bit of history.
Okay, this video I think is a little older because he mentioned the home of the Queen. But I did try to find a good video, and I don't pre-watch them, so I didn't know that was going to happen. But I do see this as an older video. It just looked like it was going to be detailed and be a good one to do for Maria. So I do know it's older, but let's keep going.
Some tips for a great day out.
Wow, is that the River Thames? Is that Queen Victoria? Windsor?
Well, good morning, memory seekers. We're in the Royal Borough of Windsor today. We're walking along the towpath here by the Thames, and we're going to show you around some of the wonderful sights here at Windsor. Looking like it's going to be a nice day. The sun is starting to come out. The grey clouds are moving away. So I hope you enjoy our little trip here today. Stay with us. Arriving early and avoiding weekends will offer you a less crowded.
You know, I've seen the, do you call these canal boats? I've seen these before. I think some people live on them. I haven't done any reaction. Should I? Somebody let me know in the comments. But yeah, they look so cool.
Crowded experience.
Do you live on one?
It's the first few hours of your visit. We began our walk at 9 a.m. A riverbank walk at this time of day is a great way to start, especially if you're arriving by car, as it's near a larger car park. We'll explain about arriving by train later when we visit the beautiful station. First, let's take in some views of the Thames. The River Thames passes through Windsor as it flows on towards London. The banks are full of canal boats and pleasure crafts, only outnumbered by the large gatherings of swans and Canadian geese that follow you around looking for food. If you want to feed them, then please buy a £1 bag of feed. Bread or other snacks are particularly bad for them. They can be aggressive as well.
Okay, I'm already impressed. That's gorgeous right there, right? What a beautiful day they got. Yeah, look at that picture. Wow.
So be careful. Swans were once a delicacy at feasting tables, and in the 12th century the monarch laid claim to all the swans in England. This law still exists, so technically the Queen owns all the swans. Thankfully, they are now a protected species, and it's illegal to eat or hurt them.
That's good.
If you want to get out on the river and try your hand at navigating the Thames, then you can hire motorboats for 30 minutes or by the hour. You do need deep pockets, though, as the prices are steep. This is not the only option, though, for a ride on the famous river. So it's just coming up to 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's when the riverboat starts. You can take a 40-minute tour or a 2-hour tour down the river, up the River Thames. We're going to go and grab one early before it gets too busy. So we'll go and grab our tickets. I think they're £11 each, and we're going to do the 40-minute ride on the river.
Wow, that sounds fun. £11? That's not too bad for a 40-minute ride on the river. Have you done this? Okay, I'm already kind of shocked. I didn't know. I knew Windsor Castle was here, but I didn't know anything else. I'm stopping it a lot. Sorry, I'll try not to. It's gorgeous. It looks like a lot of fun.
The boat arrived just a few minutes before 10. You can book online here or at the kiosk next to the boat.
It looks fun. It might be more expensive now.
It starts at Windsor Promenade and heads towards Botany Lock before turning back. On the way, you hear a commentary in English highlighting some of the sights.
On a busy day, there is a speed limit on the Upper Thames of a little under 5 miles an hour. Added to which the Thames takes a very meandering course, so all in all it's not the place to be if you're in too much of a hurry.
If you're sitting at the back, don't forget to look round.
There's so many willow trees. That's my favorite tree. I see them all on the banks.
You won't see it so well from these seats on the return leg.
Gorgeous stuff.
We are just passing by the last bridge built by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. This iron railway bridge was erected in 1849, a single-span wrought-iron bowstring arch which cleverly just sits on its supports loosely to allow for movement, expansion and contraction. A single train track brings passengers into the Windsor station.
That look close. Wanted to duck. Wow, so pretty. Yeah, those are cool looking. Very cool. This guy's dinghy.
This funny contraption is fondly called the Duck. It's an amphibious truck used by the US military in World War II. They're quite rare these days.
I've seen those.
You can choose from 2 tours around Windsor. Both of them will splash you into the River Thames with a quack. We'll see where you can board later in the town.
We have those here too. Pretty cool.
As we meander along at a
Anybody
leisurely
done
pace,
this?
we'll pass some of the beautiful houses that line the river with some famous former owners like Michael Caine.
Oh, big fan. Wow. Wow, these are
The river
pricey,
takes
huh?
us around a bend, past the Ascot racecourse and onto the Weir and Loch.
What's that race course? Horses? Horse races?
The
So
Weir
pretty.
and Loch comes into view. Canal boats and pleasure cruisers can pass through the loch, which will raise or lower the boat depending on direction using the power of water. They can then continue
cool.
on their journey along the river.
More willow trees.
Thames, the upper Thames.
How long does that take, I wonder? Get through the lot. Is it pretty fast?
Our direction of travel is now the direction of the river that flows to London and then out into the North Sea.
Crane? Or stork? Crane, maybe? I don't know. So pretty. It's peaceful, huh? Yeah, let me know if you've done any of these tours of the Duck.
Arriving
there's the
back at the
castle.
promenade, this was a delightful way to spend just under an hour. The boat was pretty empty, so we really recommend taking the first boat out if you can.
What a place to live, huh? It must be wonderful. Is it pricey to live there? Yeah, a lot of
Now let's
waterfowl.
walk up River Street onto Thames Street and head for the
Okay.
main shopping areas and, of course, the famous castle. This is our route from the riverboat. Some horses from the Royal Mews are out stretching their legs, which was nice to see.
Hey, horsies. We have some carriages downtown Dallas. They're okay. We don't have anything like
The
that.
outer walls of Windsor Castle start to dominate the skyline on one side of the road, with tourist shops, cafes and chain restaurants on the other.
Very cool. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, that looks good too. Is that a sausage roll right there? Yeah, the Queen was very popular here in the US.
Windsor Castle is the oldest occupied and largest castle in the world. It was built in the 11th century and has been home to 39 monarchs. William the Conqueror started the construction in 1070, and the first structure was made from timber. It was during the reign of Henry II that the walls were replaced with stone, and King Edward III converted it into a Gothic palace. We'll see more of the castle later.
Okay. More coming up later.
Now we turn into Jubilee Arch, and in front of us is the 1897 entrance to Windsor
Jubilee Arch?
Station. This area is Windsor Royal Shopping,
Windsor
full of
Station.
independent and brand shops along with some cafes.
Oh, how nice. Well, that looks like a fun little day. Yeah. Ooh.
On the right,
They got
where
some
you see
pricey
the red
stuff?
brick arch entrances to shops would have been the booking hall, luggage and station workers' offices. A station opened in 1849 following the completion of Brunel's Bridge that we passed under on the river. The entire station was rebuilt for Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee, and this grand station with its arched canopies is what we see today.
It's very cool. They turn the old station into like a shopping
Many
area.
are unaware that this pub
Is
next to the
what I'm
platform
assuming.
was once the royal waiting room for Queen Victoria. Besides this building is a replica of a steam engine called the Queen that would have hauled the royal train.
I guess I never thought about the Queen had a royal train.
Originally 4
Or that there
platforms,
was a
today there is
royal
just
train.
one, and the
That's
station's
cool.
actual name is Windsor and Eton Central. This is where you'll arrive if coming from London Paddington Station with a quick change of trains at Slough. Total journey
Okay.
time is about 35 minutes and costs approximately £16
Okay.
return. There is a second station called Windsor and Eton Riverside
16?
Station. This is served by London Waterloo Station. The service is direct but will take almost an hour and is about £15 return. We'll see where the Riverside Station is on our walk later. Let's
I may be coming through some of those stations there when I visit then, because it's gotta go out. I gotta go out here, right? Those iconic red phone booths. Do y'all still have phones in those? Are they just for show? We don't. Our payphones are gone. There's no payphones left. It's cell phones. Half the time they didn't work anyway in the U.S. But yeah, you can't find a payphone to save your life. So are those still like active? Or are they just because they're cool? I mean, they are cool. But can you actually use the phone there?
head to the main shopping street, Pescod Street, which many call Peascod Street. It's one of the oldest streets in Windsor, running right up to the castle, though we're walking away from it at
Peascod
present.
Street?
It gets its name from Pez Croft, a place where peas were grown in the Middle Ages and a staple food of the time. Whilst it's mainly a general shopping street, there are a few interesting historic buildings to view. On the corner coming up, the Red Building, Queen Anne's Court used to be the site of a 16th century inn, just like the part timber-framed property next door. Anne Boleyn used to lodge at this inn when she was the secret lover of Henry VIII.
Wow.
Shame it's gone, but at least we can use this one as a reference to how it might have appeared.
Oh, okay. Still, so much history. It must be really cool to live here.
Heading back up the street, we're now coming up to the statue of Queen Victoria that sits in prime position at the entrance road to the castle. It's made of bronze and was commissioned.
Okay, I saw that at the beginning. I thought so. They flashed a little bit of it on the screen at the beginning. This place looks busy. It's a lovely day there that he's filming. I wonder if it's the weekend. Pretty touristy. It's got to be, right? Just full of tourists. I bet there's a part of it that's not, though, right? Where the real people are. Those are the places I'm interested in. And this, I mean, I got to see this, but yeah, it looks like a lot of tourists.
To celebrate her Golden Jubilee.
So cool. So that's bronze.
Before you cross the road at the foot of Castle Hill, notice the black panel. This is a map of the Queen's Walkway, a 4-mile walk around Windsor you can take. It's marked with these bronze markers at various points. So if you do see them around, you'll know you're on the Queen's Walkway.
Oh, I'll do that.
So we're walking up beside the castle to the visitors' entrance. And if you're here at 11 o'clock on certain days, and it's not today, unfortunately, then there's the changing of the guards. And apparently it's actually better than if you do it at Buckingham Palace.
Okay. I have to see at least one, right? When I visit. I know it's probably no big deal to you, but you know, it's also a respect thing. I mean, we have changing of guards at like certain areas. It's respectful.
We are not going inside the castle today as we cannot take photos and film in the state rooms and in large portions of the grounds. If you want to visit, then do book in advance. It's a very popular attraction. Check this website for booking and latest pricing.
Will do. It's under construction there. Is that gone now? Saw some scaffolding.
Just off of Castle Hill, opposite the castle, are a few smaller side streets worth visiting, with tea rooms, cafes, and some nice independent shops to browse. It's also a good place to spot more period buildings. You can see our route on
smaller
the
side streets. Yeah, I'm interested in the smaller side streets. The Horse and Groom. Wow. Look how cool this is. And cobblestone. Quaint little shops. Yeah, this is lovely right here. Oh, the castle in the background. I mean, how much more picturesque could it be, right, y'all? Look at that. I wonder what that is. What is it? Modern Chinese cuisine. I didn't expect that. Nell Gwynn's. I wonder what that is.
We pop out
so
onto the high
fascinated.
street with the Guildhall next to us. It was home to Windsor Town Council as soon as it was built by Sir Thomas Finch in...
Okay. I always notice that you have high street. We don't have high streets in our towns. I think we go with Main Street. But everywhere I'm watching, they don't mention High Street. You have a lot of... Use that name a lot. Is that your Main Street in just various towns? So he's at the Guildhall now.
1687. Cool. He died before it was completed. There is some unverified talk that Sir Christopher Wren, who designed St Paul's Cathedral, advised on its completion.
Sir Christopher Wren.
The pillared area here was a corn exchange for merchants to trade grain.
Oh no.
Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles had a civil ceremony in the chambers in 2005.
Wow.
There is a museum you can visit should you wish to see more inside.
Okay.
We have seen many crooked houses on previous videos. One by the Guildhall has an interesting story. Built in 1572, the council ordered its demolition for the new Guildhall. Following some land rights issues and a legal battle, it turned out the council had no right and had to rebuild it exactly as it was. They did it quickly and cheaply using unseasoned oak, which meant when it dried out and hardened, it was completely wonky as we see today.
A crooked house. He said it was wonky.
Ahead of us is Windsor Parish Church, St John the Baptist. We'll pass by on our way to Windsor Great Park and the Long Walk.
Oh, that's a church. I thought that was a castle earlier. In the background. Oh, look, is that a Porsche? Look at this. Yeah, it looks like a lot of visitors to your city walking around. But yeah, what a beautiful day they shot this on. Yellow side streets interest me. If you know of any other kind of off the beaten path places, I should check out. A good pub.
From the castle gates to Snow Hill is a wonderful avenue of trees created by King Charles II. As you can see, lots of people come to relax or picnic here in Windsor Great Park.
Windsor Great Park, can you cycle there? I don't think I've seen
It's
anybody.
just under a 3-mile walk one way to arrive at the Copper Horse statue for iconic views back over Windsor Castle. The statue is of George III on horseback. Royal carriages are sometimes seen using the avenue for occasions like Royal Ascot. We are not going to attempt the walk today, as you need 2 to 3 hours to complete it. The path goes right up to the castle, where you can see the Lancaster and York Towers with George IV Gate in the centre. These were built as part of a renovation in the 1820s.
It's impressive.
Heading back into the centre of town, we have a few more things to point out before we head across the river to Eton. Like this unusual blue pillar box. Back in the 1930s, they were introduced in special locations so people could post mail by air. Painted Air Force blue to be identifiable from the usual red boxes. They disappeared from use when airmail became postable from anywhere. I don't think I've seen another one. This ancient well has no information as to its source or age, but still an interesting find as we walk past the Royal Mews The stables for all the Windsor royal horses, some of which we saw
Ancient
earlier.
well. Those are cool stables. How many horses do they keep there, I wonder?
We are now
How
on
will
our
they
way
stay?
to Eton. Our route will pass the Theatre Royal, opened in 1910 with an early English Renaissance style to the facade.
I'm a big fan of the stage and of live theater. I love Broadway.
It's also
In the
here
US,
you
and I
can catch
definitely
the
want to
hop-on
check
and
out,
hop-off bus around Windsor and
know.
Eton, or it's the pickup point for the duck that we saw splashing into the river on our boat ride.
Some English theater I want to see. The home of it all, right? It's the place to see
There are some delightful antique
some
shops beside the
live
theatre as well.
plays.
On Datchet
Oh, I
Road is
love
the
that.
other station, Windsor and Eton Riverside. So if you come from Waterloo Station, this is where you'll end up, not that far from the castle.
Okay, so I'm guessing like Eton is on the other side of the river. Is that what it is? I think he said so. King George V Memorial.
We have arrived back at the River Thames, preparing to cross over to Eton. A bridge has
Okay,
stood
right.
here for centuries. It is known that one built using oak from the Windsor Forest in 1242 survived until 1820. Then it was rebuilt in iron and stone, designed by Charles Hollis and by William Moore.
Windsor Bridge.
The cornerstone
beautiful
was laid
shot.
by the
Whoa.
Duke of York in 1822, and by 1824 it was open. Traffic ran across the bridge until 1970, and thankfully it was pedestrianised. You can take in some great views of the river and the passing boats from here, or grab a table at a riverside cafe or restaurant for an even more relaxed break.
Wow, that's just stunning. What kind of flowers are those? This is the Windsor Bridge, I guess, crosses over to Eton.
Eton has its
Yeah,
own
yeah,
walkway,
Eton
and
College.
we'll follow some of it, taking us out to Eton College and beyond. It's less busy over this side of the river, with fewer visitors venturing away from Windsor. And in August, with the
Okay.
college closed, there are no students, or Etonians as they're known, rushing around. Let's take a stroll up the high street and take in some of the wonderful buildings.
Okay, so I got to see Windsor, but then yeah, I want to go over to Eton then. Get over there. You know, it would be a shame to be that close and then not go over to Eton. Look at that. Oh, is this a park? It's just like, I don't know.
Before long, we approach Eton College, and you can see the tips of the Eton College chapel through the trees and in between buildings. Eton College was founded by Henry VI in 1440 for 70 poor boys to gain knowledge for free, alongside others that paid for accommodation. Today, it is one of only 3 public schools to still retain a boys-only boarding school. The privileged few can attend for a hefty annual fee, and Eton will still provide spaces for a few hundred less privileged to fund their education.
Eton, it's the background in some English lit
A
of
number
some
of the
novels.
imposing buildings date back to its founding.
So I've
And as
read about
Etonians
it.
were not studying, we thought it might be open for a viewing. Alas, they will not let us in. Many famous figures and royals have passed through these gates into the courtyard, with the statue of Henry VI in the centre. 20 prime ministers, including our current, well, for a few more weeks, Boris Johnson, and the future King William
right.
until he was 18. Continuing to follow the Eton walkway, we reach a bridge and can look back for much better views of the college, as well as feel like we're really entering the countryside.
Oh, okay. Saw some scaffolding out. It's common to have work being done on places.
The Eton
yeah,
walk
this is the
takes us through
countryside.
the college playing fields, and then we turn back heading for home and Windsor.
So nice, lovely countryside view on a gorgeous day. See, they try to tell me y'all always have bad weather. Looks perfect right there.
Well, there we are. I hope you've enjoyed our little tour of Windsor and Eton today. A little walk around. It's been fantastic. Next time, we're going to be trying to find the source of the River Thames, heading to the Cotswolds to go to the very spot where it's all supposed to begin. So do join us again next time.
Sorry.
Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe, give us a like, and all those things. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was fun, right? I do have a video reaction to the Cotswolds, if you want to check that out. But, Maria, hopefully you enjoyed that. I know I did. I knew very little about the area there. So, yeah, that looked like a lot of fun. Those boat tours, those canal boats, you call them canal boats? Let me know in the comments. Those are pretty interesting. Like I said, I might do a reaction to those. Let me know if that sounds interesting. Anybody do that duck tour or those boat tours? Because that looks like a lot of fun. It was gorgeous. I really liked all those willow trees I saw there. Yeah, what a beautiful area. There's probably a lot more history. You know, I bet I could do a video for 5 hours on it. I doubt they touched even the surface there in that video, and it was pretty lengthy. But I might do some more. I'm definitely going to do a reaction in the future to just Windsor Castle, because that he just talked about a little bit. But I'd like to get a detailed look at it. And so watch for that coming up in the future. And check out the Whitby reaction out now, requested by June. And if you get a minute, please just take a second and like and subscribe. It really helps my channel out quite a bit. That was a fun reaction. Till next time, y'all take care.